Hello, welcome to my Golden Age Spotlight of Batman #1. And let me show you the fragile state of the cover attached to the bottom staple and the spine split. The book is 98% split, okay? So here we go with the splash page. Beautiful drawing by Bob Kane. Look at that. Gorgeous. As you can see, the page quality of this book is pretty decent. I would say it's probably off-white at the minimum. Check that out, huh? Wouldn't have it been incredible if somehow they could have incorporated this image into the cover, right? On the background, maybe. Would have been awesome. Would have made that cover even nicer. But as you can see, the Joker was pretty nasty right off the bat. Even Batman back then, look at that. Check that out. How crazy the Joker looked already, right? He was scary, menacing, crazy looking. Check that out. There you go. Love that panel right there. As with many Golden Age books, as you can see, the colors are so vibrant. You know, back then, did you notice, they throw in as many colors as they can to make the page pop. Because even the panels for text is in different color for no reason. Yellow, red, even blue and green, you name it. It's not just boring white, okay? Not just boring white. Look at that, even orange. And as you can see, the walls, the background, all kind of different colors. There's no consistency. That's what I love about Golden Age books. When you see a page like this, where the wall changed from green to yellow to blue. And look at the sky, purple to black and back to purple. Another great panels of the Joker. For those that are not familiar with the controversy of who created the Joker, you should read it up between Jerry Robinson and Bob Kane. It's a good piece of history as far as the arguments between those two as far as who came up with the Joker. And who took credit for the Joker. I'm sure without me telling you who did, you could figure it out by now, right? Check that out. Love it. Absolutely love it. And as with many Golden Age books, usually there is 4 to 5 stories, right? You're not going to see a book with one story that have that cover the entire book. It's always 4 or 5. And here's one. Now this one, from what I can remember over the years, is that it was intended to be for Detective 38 before they decide to switch that one and introduce Robin, because as you can see in this short story, Robin did not exist yet. Okay, so it's one of those little tidbit thing that I thought was neat, because as you flip through this book, all the other Batman story has Robin, but not this one. Check out that crazy looking bat plane. It has been a few years, I think, since I flipped through this book. The last time I took it out of the vault, I did not flip through it. I took it out of the bag, I examined it, but I didn't flip through every page like I am doing now, because if I did, I would have shot the video. So it was my intention this time to take it out of the vault and do a video. This way, in the future, I can go back and enjoy the book by just rewatching the video. Not that it will replace the real thing, okay? But at least I can enjoy it whenever I feel like looking at the interior. I will still take the book out once a year to let it breathe, and let me breathe in the fume of Golden Age pulp. Now, as you can see, the centerfold not in good shape. It is detached. Okay, but if you want to read a little blurb on Bob Kane, I will slowly scan through this, and then you can freeze the video, stop the video, and read. Yes, the centerfold is detached. Does that hurt the book as far as the grade? No. At this level, at this low grade, can't hurt it anymore. The only thing that can hurt this book further as far as the grade is missing panels or missing pages. But because everything else is complete, it is what it is. Just have to be careful in handling it. I will make sure it lines up neatly when I'm done making the video. Okay, now that I flip the page, tuck that centerfold in. Check out Robin. Get that kid. How he switched. Look at that. Look at the switch. You know, whenever I look at Golden Age books like this, you know, there's no way to compare the art quality to Silver Age or Bronze Age or Modern Age. It's a different beast of a medium back then. For sure, it's much more crude, right, in the way things are drawn. You gotta understand, back then, this is considered disposable entertainment for kids. But it also gave this book the charm, okay, as far as the way things was drawn, the way story was told. It's just very different. It would be silly to compare everything from the Golden Age to the present age. Okay, it's not the same. And this story, if I can remember right, is that I believe this story may have been planned to be for Detective 40, because, you know, for those that are familiar with Detective 40 cover, it is basically this panel here in a different angle. And you know, when it comes down to Golden Age cover, there's usually very little rhyme and reason to them. I think I mentioned that a few times in other videos. Now, if you're familiar with how often the Joker would use in many stories, it is surprisingly how few Joker's cover there were, which make it easier for those that just want to focus on buying Joker's Golden Age covers. Okay, if there was way too many of them, perhaps they won't be so hard to find. But because there are only a handful, I don't know the exact number, but if you look at Joker's covers for both Detective Comics title and Batman titles, I think you'll be surprised of how few there are, which make it easier to hunt but tougher on the wallet. Okay, that's the result of that. Is, yeah, it's not that many to remember, right? But at the same time, because there are so few, that means that there's more competition, people fighting over them, and the price tend to be on the high side compared to many Golden Age Batman or detective books. For the most part, you know, most of these books are not in high grade, right? Sure, Golden Age Batman detective in high grade, by high grade I mean if you can find one that's like 8.0 or higher, which is very, very rare, then they will go for big money. But a lot of Batman are, you know, in the few $100s. They're not in the thousands, especially when you're talking about books that are just non-tease, okay, non-villain covers. If you throw in you know, all the villains, most of them are fairly inexpensive. Okay, here we back to the down to the last page. Let me show you why I think this story was meant to be in Detective 40. Ready? There you go. Last page of the book. Advertisement for Detective 40. And that is it, folks. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.